Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100. I'm Neil Batang.
I'm Rix Thorcell, and this is episode 124?
120-something.
We're going to talk about the transgender issue, and I'm sure Trump will make an appearance.
Exactly.
So what's going on with this transgender law thing?
I guess Obama, once upon a time, said, hey, whatever sex one identifies with, they can go into that bathroom at their school. He was trying to protect the rights of transgendered youths.
So I think it's important to point out here that Donald Trump has been relatively neutral. He's been ambivalent when it comes to talking about transgender rights. When he was asked during the campaign if he was fine with Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be Bruce Jenner, using the women's bathroom in Trump Tower, he said he'd be fine with it. Now he has Jeff Sessions, who is very anti-transgender, he's anti a lot of things, going to Trump and saying, you need to make this a thing. You need to repeal the transgender protection laws because, safety.
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
And what was interesting is that this was kind of a conflict going on in the Trump administration. Believe it or not, Betsy DeVos, who is the education secretary,
of Education,
who obviously needs to have a say in this as it deals with public schools, right? Mm-hmm. She actually came down on the side of keeping the transgender laws because she believed that it would better protect those transgender students in schools. Jeff Sessions basically forced Trump to draw a line of saying, Betsy DeVos, you can stand your moral high ground, or you can do what we want.
Yeah, we need to.
And she ultimately she gave in, but it's just everyone who has any sort of rational understanding of what this transgender protection entails is very confused as to why the Trump administration wanted to get rid of it. Now you can say things like, we want to protect little girls from grown men who just want to molest women. That is absolutely the most absurd argument that an individual can make,
Absolutely.
And it's a straw man. I mean, basically,
it's a lazy argument to make.
It's lazy thinking.
Yeah.
It's a straw man
Absolutely.
argument. And if you really want to have a conversation about this, but most people don't. Most people are very comfortable with believing what they're going to believe, and even if it's hateful, even if it's unpleasant, they're going to defend it because it's just too hard to change.
I know. And that's too bad, man.
And we see
an issue in public schools.
We keep thinking that we're making all this progress, and then we see instances like this where the reality is, by repealing this law, the only thing you're going to do is increase bullying and violence towards transgender students. That's the only thing that it does.
I see. Okay.
Because
now,
you're signaling it's okay to discriminate against these type of people.
Does this rule apply for locker rooms as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Really?
Public school facilities. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So let me get this straight. Like
anything that's gender assigned.
Okay. I got you. It's not just a bathroom thing. Locker rooms as well.
I just can't get over the fact that it seems like for the progress that we make, we just keep going back.
That's crazy.
People trying to roll, and it's interesting too because I think you had mentioned before the fact that in Africa you have places where if you come out even as gay, much less transgender,
absolutely,
that you will be killed by the government.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still places in the world that are...
Or killed by civilians, and the government will do nothing.
Yeah, so you have places in the U.S. where protections are strong and hate crime laws are strong, but they're pushing the limit. They're really trying to push the limit right now.
Absolutely. It's so crazy how much controversy, like, the whole idea of, like, being a homosexual, a transsexual, or a transgendered person, like, how much, like, just how much grief it brings people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, a world of pain.
And the thing is, Rix, like, you and I have talked about this, man. Like, they talk about it all the time. The Bible, but like, it's only mentioned like 3 or 4 times in the Bible.
In the New Testament.
Like, it's not really like it's not on us as human beings to decide what's best for you.
Yeah.
That's my stance on that. I identify myself as neither liberal nor conservative, just Neil Batang, who has these thoughts and this is how I go about things. It's not my choice. That's how I see things.
And I mean, the best thing that we can do is continue to listen to the stories of people who have to deal with things like discrimination and violence committed against them in schools.
These plights, man. It's not easy.
It is not easy.
I can imagine. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more access to episodes of Race to 100. None of this would be possible without your support. I'm Neil Batang.
I'm Rix Dorsell, and we will catch you next time on Race to 100.